This video is technically a response to the video linked below, but the user who made it doesn't make much of a unique argument. It's only a minute and a half, but allow me to read the summation of his argument from his annotation. My point is simple. Organization in our universe is evidence of an organizer. This statement is 100% valid and logical. If I said the sky was blue, you atheist would disagree with me. First, allow me to publicly state that if you claim the sky was blue, I would agree with you. Unless it was black, or red, or pink, or orange. It's all subjective, isn't it, hombre? As for your point itself, I'd agree that there is a certain order in the universe as we know it. That's mostly because the presence of order can be associated with just about anything. Even in chaos, some form of organization and order exists. In angry mobs of people, there is unity. In riots, there are dozens of people who have come together who agreed to engage violently over something that another group of equal size probably wouldn't. In an explosion, there is an organized group of elements all seemingly working together in just the right way at just the right time to perfectly combust. Even on a messy work desk, an employee could argue that everything present has its place, from the stained coffee mug that holds his morning brew, to the scattered paper clips that temporarily bind his documents, to the overflowing wastebasket that shows just how much work he's been actually doing. Now, some of the organization and order in our universe doesn't even need a loose interpretation to be defined as such. The laws of physics, gravity, and even evolution is a great example of natural order. None of those things, however, can be considered the evidence of God lurking in the shadows, tugging at the strings of physics or guiding the evolution along its path with his invisible hand. The alternative to a universe in which some natural order exists would be one without gravity, without mathematics, without symbiosis, and without the cooperating functions of living cells and living bodies. So essentially, this order exists and therefore God exists argument means that you've described the universe as it is and claim that because it is how it is, your God must exist because it couldn't be this way without him. Do you not see the flaws in just claiming that you have evidence for something because things are the way they are and that's it? The multiple organs of the human body have evolved to function together. There are cosmological facts regarding how gravitational pull works. The biological facts regarding just how evolution works exist. This order and organization blossom from what is naturally efficient. If they worked any other way, that it was completely different from what we have right now and seemed far less organized, you could still claim that things could only possibly work in that order if your God exists in order to force them to work that way. In reality, however, there's no need for some imaginary middleman to be the one who allows it to happen or put it all in place. If I toss a deck of cards into the air and they fall, they'll fall in a certain order. And me stating that they are in a certain order, no matter what it is, it's an order, therefore God must have arranged them in that way, that would be foolish. Now, the only way I can really see you considering any of this evidence of God is that if you interpreted God as being organization itself, and I've seen people do this before, and if this is what you want to do with your personal definition of God, that's fine. If you want to say, oh, God is order in the universe, therefore God exists, or, oh, God is love, and love exists, so God must exist. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then that's okay. But I don't think that's the definition that most of us consider to be working with when we're talking about the existence of a God. And unless you're saying that God isn't some universal creator and dictator and ruler or something like that, it's nothing more than an indirect claim that God exists, not evidence thereof. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's a new collaboration channel that I'm a part of called Bananas of Reason. There's another link down below.